Welcome to EVNG installation course. In this course we are going to show you how to install EVNG on a VMware Workstation Pro. We will explore how to upload various vendors' images like MikroTik, Cisco, Windows and others so that we can test them, build complex networks and emulate them in virtual environment so that you will have a real world hands-on experience with different technologies and software in emulated environment. The difference between emulated and simulated environment is that emulated environment uses real life software images and emulates the hardware for those images, versus simulated environment, which is just imitating operating system or CLI or software, but the simulation is being done partially and incomplete, while the emulation does the complete operating system features emulation. See you in upcoming lesson. The VMware Workstation Pro in October 2025 is totally free, so you can download it for free from the Broadcom site. We are going to use VMware Workstation Pro for EVNG installation. We are going to explore how to install VMware Workstation Pro on Windows 11 Pro computer. We have to go to a site link knowledgebasedbroadcom.com, as you can see on my Internet Explorer. There you will find links to support.broadcom.com. We should click it. You should register if you are not a registered user, or you can log in if you are already a registered user. Let's say register. You should provide details requested during registration on Broadcom site. After your registration and logging to the site, you should go back to the initial tab and click on Download VMware Workstation Pro free. Here it is asking my username. Let me input it. Next, it asks my password. So after you log in, you need to go back to the first page and again click Download VMware Workstation Pro free. And you will be shown several links. First one for VMware Workstation Pro 25H2 for Windows, for Linux, and 17.0 for Windows and 17.0 for Linux. We are going to explore the installation of VMware Workstation Pro 25H2 for Windows, which is the latest version, and we are going to install it on Windows 11. We will click it, we will click on the link. It will bring you the VMware Workstation Pro for Windows with a SHA-2 hash, MD5 hash, and then you click on the download icon here. And download should start. The size of the installation is around 278 megabytes. So after the download is completed, we will start the installation. See you on the next lesson. Okay, I have also downloaded the VMware Workstation Pro version 25H2 on my desktop. And I'm going to install it on my Windows 11 Pro machine, which has 8 cores and 16 GB of memory. We'll double click on the installation file see the details that it's coming from the verified publisher Broadcom.inc, and say yes. The installation procedure starts. The installation is very simple, like the previous version of the Workstation Pro. We just click next, accept the terms in the license agreement, say next. It gives us the warning that Hyper-V is not detected on the host. Virtual machines will run using VMware's hypervisor. We are fine with that and say yes, next. The installation folder for the VMware Workstation Pro is in folder C, Program Files. I am happy with that. Click yes. Check for the product updates on startup. I don't need that. Join the VMware Customer Experience Improvement Program. I also don't need that for now. Let's say next. Create shortcuts for VMware Workstation Pro in the following places: desktop, start menu, and program folder. Okay, say next. 3D acceleration will be disabled for virtual machines as DirectX 11 is not supported by the host. Yes, this installation is being performed on the virtual machine. That is the reason the DirectX 11 is not supported. So basically I'm installing VMware Workstation Pro on a Windows Pro, which is running in the virtual environment. So we click install. In your case, it should be a hardware PC, not a virtual PC like in my case. But to show you the clean installation from the scratch, I am showing you how to install on the clean Windows 11 Pro updated machine. So during the installation, the VMware Workstation Pro is installing drivers, packages, and we should wait until the installation is completed. I'll speed up the installation. Okay, the installation is completed and we say finish. Now we have a new icon created on our desktop called VMware Workstation Pro. We can actually delete the installation file itself and double click on the icon for the installed VMware Workstation Pro. And we will have environment like this, which says Workstation Pro 25H2. From the help, we can go and check for the software updates. And it says not connected. So we have achieved a first step in our journey to install EVE-NG software. We have installed VMware Workstation Pro on our Windows 11 Pro PC. The same installation procedure is for Windows 10 Pro. Let's add our first virtual machine and see how it works. We can start from here, like saying create a new virtual machine, but I prefer the old way or my way. From the file, we say new virtual machine, custom, hardware compatibility, we should select Workstation 25H2. There are limitations, which you can see here, the number of the processors or cores, and the amount of the RAM which it supports. We say next. We say I'll install operating system later. Let's install Windows 11 x64 inside our VMware Workstation Pro. We say next. It asks us to show the location of the virtual machine. Let's make it on the desktop. Let's create a new folder and name it VM folder. Select it. Say OK. Next. It is asking us for the encryption. We say only the files needed to support a virtual TPM. We don't want to encrypt all the files. This will reduce our performance because we are in a test environment. We will generate the passkeys, then say next. We'll say UEFI, and the number of processors will be 1, and the number of cores will be 4. Then we say next. We'll give some more RAM, maybe up to 8 GB, so that the installation will go faster. We will use Bridget networking. Next. Next. NVMe, because I have NVMe on my PC. We will create a new virtual disk for our virtual machine. Let's give it 100 gigs of size and store the virtual disk as a single file. We are not going to allocate the full disk for our virtual machines so that it doesn't consume 100 gigabytes of size on our primary PC. It will expand based on its needs. Disk file name, next, finish. Now we should see our first virtual machine here. We will go to settings again and go through them and see we have memory, processor numbers or core numbers, hard disk size, CD, DVD, which we don't need. Network adapter will be connected on power on, and the network adapter is bridged with our existing LAN or Wi-Fi adapter so that it will be able to get the IP address from the network we are connected to. In my case, it is my home network. USB controller compatibility 3.2, so the latest version supports USB 3.2. The previous version of the VMware Workstation, version 17, was able to support only USB version 3.1. Sound card is detected, trusted platform model is present, and we say OK. Now we need to actually inject here an installation file for Windows 11 via CD DVD. We should say use ISO image, and in order to browse for ISO image I need to copy paste an ISO image to my desktop. I've copied the ISO image for Windows 11 installation on my desktop. It is here, and we are going to show to our test Windows 11 virtual machine the location of that ISO file so that it can use it for the Windows installation. We say use ISO image file, browse, desktop, select the file, say open, say OK, and then we say power on this virtual machine. Running VMware Workstation in a virtual machine, it says, will result in degraded performance. Do you want to continue? We say yes. Then it gives us error. This host doesn't support Intel VTX. This host appears to be running in a virtual machine with VHV disabled. Ensure that VHV is enabled in the virtual machine configuration file. VMware Workstation doesn't support the user level monitor on this host. Module monitor power on failed to start the virtual machine. In your case, if you are running your VMware Workstation Pro on a real hardware, not in the virtualized environment, you will not get this kind of error. But in my case, I need to do some tweaking of the settings. So in my case, I need to add CPU virtualization support. Say OK. Start my machine again. In your case, you don't need to do it because your virtual machine is going to run on real hardware with the CPU, which by default supports CPU virtualization VTX technology, which you should enable from your BIOS or UEFI if you haven't done so. So now our VMware Workstation Pro will feel like it is installed on a CPU which supports virtualization. It will feel like it is on the real hardware. Let's check it again. We say power on. It again gives us a warning that running VMware Workstation in a virtual machine will result in degraded performance. We say yes, it's fine. But in this case, it doesn't give that previous error, which was complaining that it cannot continue. We have a timeout. We need to restart our machine. Restart. So as you can see, the Windows 11 Pro inside our new installed VMware Workstation Pro is initializing the installation procedure. So everything should work fine. I'm not going to show you the complete installation of the Windows 11 Pro here. This is not a Windows 11 Pro installation course. This was a test to show you the possible errors or warnings you may face while installing EVNG Community Edition. So now we are going to install the EVNG Community Edition, which we planned initially. As all the infrastructure which we planned for the EVNG is ready now and it's functioning, now we can go with direct installation of the EVNG. If you don't want to miss any new lessons on the channel, please like and subscribe. See you in upcoming lessons.